these are all will
I'll
be
share my screen
corrected.
now.
Yeah,
Sure,
these are
sure.
all will be corrected
Surely.
today. But what I am
Yes.
expecting is, even if you are not able to do hands-on, what I request is, my request, you please explain how to do it. That's more than enough. But while
Okay.
explaining, you may have a lot of doubts. That is where I
Okay.
created this program. I'm not
Okay.
expecting
Okay.
100% hands-on from everyone, but at
Let
least,
me know once you can see my screen.
okay, you share your screen.
Okay. Yes. I'm sharing now.
Yeah, we are
Can
able
you
to
see
see.
my? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So are we? I think because I've been trying. I just saw my name there, and I've been trying. Okay. Fine. Basically, what service function does is more or less like you know, you want to create an infrastructure. You want to create a service on AWS without managing any infrastructure. So maybe
Yeah.
you have a function that you need to trigger, like a batch process that you need to run. So most time you can make use of serverless. You can use a serverless application. And serverless in AWS they call it Lambda function. Maybe you have an application that you need to run, but you just
Yeah.
want to pay for the service.
Yes.
You want to pay while the application is running. So
Yes.
the moment the application run and exits, AWS will not charge you. So that's the purpose of serverless function, which means it gives you the advantage of like, okay, fine, you only pay for what of your the time in which your application executes. So you not pay for the underlying infrastructure. Why you just trigger your function, you trigger whatever, you execute whatever you execute. Amazon
Yeah.
will produce
So,
the runtime
here
environment for you
I
to.
want to ask you, maybe if you
Okay,
know, you can, or I will explain. So
okay,
you are saying we have some application, but we don't
okay.
want take any infrastructure headache because I don't
Yes,
know the infrastructure part. So, but
yes,
I want my application to be deployed, but I
yes,
want my application to be launched as soon as possible.
yes,
But I don't want to take any infrastructure headache. In that
yes,
case, I need to know some software as a service. I have
yes.
application. I have to just deploy. That's it.
Yeah,
Okay. But I
yeah.
don't know how to create a network. I don't know how to create a rules. I don't know how to
Okay,
create a security. I don't know. So
okay,
that way, Lambda, yes, there is a Lambda. You can use it to run your code. If you
okay,
have something program Python or Java or any program, you can use Lambda to execute, right? But I have an application, okay, but I want to deploy it. In that case, the Elastic Beanstalk is the complete customized service. You bring your application, deploy it, you enjoy it. That's it.
okay,
So
okay.
can you, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. We will discuss one by one.
So yeah, let me just know because I'm trying to which is working on AI. Because I'm talking about now, like, one I
You
selected.
are,
Let me just check. Let me check. Just
yeah,
hold
you
on, because I have my no, no, no. Okay. Oh, so okay, launch is serverless using the last name stock. Okay, wait. Okay, 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 okay. All right. I will still check at least. Oh, okay. Just hold on. Mm, yeah. Mm, okay. Yes, hold on. Okay.
Elastic
Still
Bean
loading.
apps, Beanstalk.
Mm, yes. So basically now you want to create, just like you said, you create an application where you bring your code and
Yeah.
it makes it easier for you to run. So as the moment you trigger the application, it runs and you only pay for what you the
Yes.
time of execution. So the underlying infrastructure being managed by AWS. So in this one now we'll create this.
Okay. Okay. The voice is really breaking for you.
I hello. Yeah,
You
can you
you
hear me now?
yeah. Now we're able
Hello.
to hear.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. So here now. So you give, let me just use, okay, fine, my internship test, intern test. So
Yeah.
now
So
basically we know
application
what,
name.
okay,
Yes.
okay. So we all know what a tag means, so that you'll be able to identify your resources in case you have a lot of services you are running in AWS. So if you use a tag, which is a key value, it will be much easier for you to identify. For this case, you want to do it, let's see, in X. Okay, let me
Okay.
see service. So it's not a must, but if you are working in a complex environment where you have a larger service, so it will be easier for you to do so for audit purpose and for cost management, so that when you are doing your budgeting, so it will be making it to be easier for you to know which resources they is being used by a particular department. Done. So now, for this now, just like you made mention, we are going to select the environment in which, like I did, the environment in which our application is going to run. Maybe it is a Java, it is a Docker or Go language, or .NET application. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
okay. So we select the platform. Okay, let's say we select Python. I'm
Yeah.
not really good at that, but this is just like a test environment. Okay, fine. Now, this in this place. Now, just like VJ said, if you already have that application, maybe you're on your computer or you have it saved in your S3, which is like a storage service
Yes.
on AWS. So you can either use it, then you
Y-
browse
You
on
are
that.
breaking.
Okay.
Tabale.
Okay. I think
Have you
network.
connected mobile internet or?
I connected to the educated. So can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, fine.
We
So
are breaking
if you have
very
it,
hard.
oh, okay. I think there is a bit of lag. So if you have your code on your computer or you have it
Yeah.
store it in your S3 storage location. So if it is on your local machine, you click on browse, in which you locate where those resources in, and then you upload it. But if it is in your S3 sources, you just reference the parts of that or S3 bucket. You reference the parts here, then you click create application. But in this instance, since I don't have any code, so maybe we should go with a sample application.
Yes.
So
Yes.
for it, yes. So I think there is more configuration option based on your use cases. You know what you really want based on your requirements. So you
Yeah.
can look at more configuration or option that will really fit your own needs. You understand? So you have to do auto setting in this now. We all know what IOPS means, which means the input output operation, which means our read write to where
Yes.
our read write operation where our some code is being stored. If you want that to be faster, and we should all take note that all this has cost implication. So we need to
Yes. Yes. Wait.
we really
Wait. So in instance, can you click edit? Can you click
okay
edit?
okay
In instance, can you click edit?
okay. I've clicked it. I've clicked that.
So there is a go above, little bit scroll above,
Okay.
little bit scroll above.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So wait, there is a IOPS. So
Yeah.
can you no little bit scroll down? Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
IOPS. So here,
Yes. This is a
how we need to decide how we will decide the IOPS, the number of IOPS required. So what you need to do is whenever you go to any project or any interview or
okay.
any live consultation,
Okay.
if you are not developer, then
Okay.
you must have the load testing report. That load
Okay.
testing report will give you the clear idea. Okay, during
Okay.
the testing, how much they fired the request in which machine, one
Okay.
CPU machine, 1 GB RAM, that
Okay.
machine, how much IOPS they configured. That
Okay.
statistics, they will have it as a benchmark, right?
Okay.
Even the application architect or application developer should know what is the recommended IOPS for the application which we deploy. Okay,
Okay.
so this is something crucial. People are very
Okay.
often I'm seeing they are missing this part, right? So
Okay.
software as a service, something it is available, but configuring the parameters, it's our responsibility. to make sure
Yes.
the deploying application will work
Mm, mm,
as we expected. Correct?
okay. Okay.
Yeah. Just go ahead.
Okay,
You
so
just
basically now, just like to reiterate what you said now, basically
yeah
this must has been factored in before
yeah
you even set this environment, so you know, okay, fine, in case your application is subjected to a set stress, how you'll be able to handle the request coming in, like, IOPS, then the throughput, then. So
yes
uh, okay, so we all know what security group is all about. So this is the,
yeah
if you want to go with the default or you want to create your own, that you'll be able to like control. So you do that in this instance, then you move, you save. But since we don't want to go
yes
with this one, so we can, you save,
yes
then it will now take this your setting and input it to your,
yes say
so that you can continue.
cancel now
Yes, yes,
so
yes. So
you can
uh,
just understand all this. You have to decide before you deploy all these
yes,
options.
yes. Yes.
Okay.
So these
Yeah.
are have to be your part of prerequisite before you go
Yes. Yes.
about
Yes.
creating this.
So even though
So
software as a service, but still these options has to be in our control to decide.
yeah, okay,
Okay.
okay,
Go ahead. Next.
okay, okay. So yeah, we all know what rolling update
Okay.
and
Now,
deployment. It just like,
wait.
okay,
There is a rolling update. Can you
okay,
click edit?
okay,
Can you click edit on rolling update?
okay.
Okay.
This is it.
Now, can you scroll bit up? Can you scroll bit up? Okay. Now I'm going to ask some of the option. Okay. Now,
Okay,
what is mean by? Can you go up? Go up.
okay. Is it okay?
Still, you need to go up your screen. Yeah. So deployment policy all at once. Can you click that? Can you give me a control? Maybe.
Just hold on. Okay, this right. As you click this drop down,
Yeah.
deployment policy all at once. Okay,
So basically, you can go and select that all at once.
okay. That one
Drop
is
down.
what is at default. Okay.
Okay. What is immutable? What is all at once?
Yeah, I from my own understanding, from all accounts, it is when you are doing the deployment, it has to take effect. Like, okay, fine. I think, when you are deploying now, I am just trying to use my own understanding now. It's just like in Kubernetes, where you have rolling update and you have recreates. When you are doing rolling update means one will take down, it will be one after each other. While
Yes.
recreate means the whole environment will be taken down, then the new one will take up. So which means in this system, this is more or less like all at once. It's more or less that you create at the go. So which means you
Yes.
might have a bit of downtime when you are doing all at once deployment policy. Because
Yes.
you want that environment might not be available for your end user in case you have user that is accessing that environment. If you select
Okay.
this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Proceed. Proceed.
Okay.
I will
So
explain tomorrow, first thing in the
okay.
morning, what is immutable, what is mutable. This is also one of the major confusion between everyone.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Next, say cancel and next.
Okay. Okay. So now, okay, fine. So I can create the app now.
Yeah. Okay. So the application is getting deployed and your
Yes, it's going.
actual the application is going. But what I'm
Yeah.
going to ask is, once it's
Okay.
deployed, how do
Okay.
we manage the further version update here? Okay,
Oh,
we will.
can you repeat the question?
You are breaking a lot.
Yeah, can you repeat that question? You said, how do we manage what?
Yeah, basically after you deployed, say for example
Okay.
you went to live, right? So
Okay.
now there
Okay.
is a people reporting there is some issue. So your developer is created a next bug version. That means the next
Okay.
release.
Okay.
So where you will go and deploy that version. So basically you need to start create a versioning.
Yes. Yeah. Versioning
Yeah.
control so
Yeah.
that you have different version.
Once deployed, probably we can see this.
Oh,
Can you click
okay.
the application versions in the
Okay.
left side menu?
Okay. Okay.
There is a application versions.
Okay.
So in the left hand side, there is a application versions.
Yeah, I've clicked that. So it's still loading.
Yeah. So here, once deployed, probably what you can do is you can keep
Okay.
deploy the multiple versions, and you can cut over also here.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me now ask you a question. Does that
You
now
can
mean
select the application checkbox. Select
okay?
the checkbox. Select the checkbox.
Yeah, I've selected it.
Yeah, and go to actions. Go to action. Click the action.
Yeah, I've clicked the action now. So I should click deploy.
Wait. So you can no, don't click deploy. But what I'm saying is you can have this options to keep
Oh,
create a new versions, right?
okay.
So the software as a service is they providing the platform, but
Okay.
we have to control all our versions, all our each application
Okay.
settings, and keep
Okay.
save the specific configuration as a version wise.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let
Yeah.
me just share my screen. You go on mute.
Okay.
Okay. Go on mute. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. See, there is another one. What I want to show you is uh, there are a couple of things I already released. Probably you can try out. Okay. Can you tell me how many people will understand the database one? I want to create a one database. Okay, I'm going for a diagram. So can anyone tell me if I have my business? Okay, say for example, my company is in UK. Okay, my some of the users are in US. Okay, so I created my database in UK DB, and also I created in database in US. So how do I define this? How do I create this? How do I implement this? Are you going to create DB here, and make it sync, or how it will be? Can anyone? I want to have, I have one citibank.com. So, but I don't want to keep all US users to come UK and access, because that will create a lot of performance bottlenecks. So can anyone tell me? Yeah, Isaac, go ahead. You can unmute.
You know, Vijay, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Vijay?
Yes, we are able to hear.
Okay, yes. You can have the database. You can synchronize from the input to the other database. You can create a read replica of second of another database in the US. If you're in UK, you can create a replica of it in another region.
Okay, now I have one question here. So you are saying we can create a master database here, we can create a replica database here, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so now I have a one question. Maybe anyone knows. You can even money. You can. I'm unmuting it. First, I will explain the question. Then you can answer. So now, Isaac, you are sitting in US. Okay, you are sitting in US, and Manigandan is sitting in UK. Manikandan is sitting in UK. Okay. Now, Isaac is in US and he want to access. So there is the same website, citibank.com, right? So now my question exactly is, when Isaac access the Citibank, when money access the same, right? So how do you think if I go here, Isaac going to the US one, Manikandan is going to here. But remember, the database is in UK. This is the replica. So do you think it will work, or is it a wrong? Or how things will be? Yeah, you can unmute, Vijay. I given access to you. So I given access, even money. Yeah, I given access to you.
Hello.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sir, actually, if the person can access only from master database, because if we access from read, that is the stamp database, there will be a lag in. There can be a possibility that stale data will be there. Like the replication won't be synchronous; it will be asynchronous. So
okay,
it's
so
always,
which means you will create a database in UK, you will create a database in US, and you will enable the manual replication between this, maybe every hour or every 30 minutes. Is it so? Or every 10 minutes or every minute? Is it so?
I don't know about, like, in what frequency we can enable that.
No. What I'm saying is, even you are wrong, don't worry. You put it on a table. That's why I'm arranging this program.
Okay, actually, what I understand from the read, what I read, like whenever we create a standby database in other regions, okay, the replication won't be the exact replication of the master database. I don't know how to avoid this one. Maybe so the read from the master will be always the exact data, okay, but from the standby database it will be always, there will be some maybe it won't be reflected the exact data from master. Okay. So the endpoint we always route to master.
Okay. So in that case, so now I'm going to. So you have one application here, citibank.com web application. So that application will have both visibility, correct? The data source, right? Right or not? Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So yes, we're gonna have, yes, you're right.
Yeah, in that application, you will mention, okay, go here and go here. So you have to reroute this in such a way in your application. But what I'm saying is, most of the read requests, normally better you create one read replica. This is how the database performance will be increased. Most of the write request, you point to some duplicate one. Are you clear?
Vijay, I'm not clear. My understanding is always write should be happen the one place only, right? So then only the consistency will be there, right? So that's what I'm just still have a confusion here.
No, anyway, I'm going to show you in a hands-on. But what I'm saying is, wait, there is. Okay, so we have to create a database in one location. That is the UK one. You agree, right? So I'm going for this. I'm going for the AWS. I'm going for RDS. I will show you RDS. And I'm going for RDS. Okay, I'm just going for this. Okay, and I am going for let's wait. I'm going to. Okay, so now I'm going to say create database. I'm going to say create database. So here, I just want to hear from people what is mean by Aurora. Any idea? What is the actual advantage of Aurora? Anybody? What is the actual thing? What is the actual feature? Yeah, you can unmute. I already given some of the people.
NoSQL, Amazon Aurora.
Sorry.
Vijay, it's a customization from AWS that can help us to connect to various open source
NoSQL database, Amazon Aurora.
Please, tomorrow, please don't join this session. Please watch the recording. I'm really tired to tell this. If you are joining from some not dedicated room, please don't disturb this session. Please watch the recording later. After all my efforts, I'm trying to help you all. At least, please give some respect. Please give some efforts. Unless you. Okay, go ahead. Aurora is mainly there is a lot of feature.
Replica for replica, 15 replica, and for others it
Yes.
can be 5 replica.
Yes. So now what we are going to do is we are going to select the MySQL or Oracle. So you can select anything just for to understand. So I'm going to select Oracle. I'm coming down. So Oracle Enterprise Edition or go to MySQL. Come down. So there is a production. So if you select the production or if you can go to free tier, but free tier you cannot experience most of the settings related. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say web server or web server application, some application name, come down. You don't forget the admin. So I'm going to open up mine, say CNL 1 2 3 4 5. So keep note down your password. Go here and say a password and say password. Come down. Always go with some T2 micro and general purpose SSD. Now we are just learning. So go with the magnetic, but in production, don't go with this. Production, go with the SSD and production, go with the SSD and magnetic and allotted storage just for a learning purpose. And I'm going for a 5 GB. Okay, see here, the multi-zone availability deployment is grayed out. So why? I'm going here. We have to select the production because I want to see, I want to show you the difference. Select the production and feel. But if you are using free tier, please don't try to use it. If you have any your office account, probably you can try out. So I'm going to say minimum. What is the minimum one you want to select it? Just to go with the minimum 2 vCPU, 8 GB RAM. Okay, and including previous generation class also you can select it so that even you can select a minimal one. Okay, so I'm going to select this provision IOPS. It's fine. Magnetic 1 and allotted storage 5 GB. See here, there is an option create standby instance, right? So in this, what is the standby instance? Any idea? What is the standby instance? Any idea?
Yes, like secondary instance.
Yeah. So what is the actual purpose of it?
Or like a backup.
Backup. Yeah. So the replica and standby instance are a little bit. There is a catch. So either you can go with the standby instance now, or you can create the later. So I'm not going with the standby instance now. So I'm just going here. So default VPC, don't go with the default VPC. Always database, you create a different dedicated VPC, which we will show it tomorrow. Come down and subnet group. Accordingly, your custom VPC will have the subnet. And I'm going to say public access. Yes. Come down. So rest of the VPC settings, you go for it. And so this is the total monthly cost, $138, right? So say create database.
Vijay, why did you select public? Because it's a database supposed to be in private subnet.
No, but
private access.
Yeah, but in production, what we can do is we will not create a public one, but here we need to log in from the internet. But in production, you should select the private one because you will have the Bastion host, one machine. So from internet, you will log into the Bastion host, this machine. From this machine, we will log into the database. So in production, you cannot log in directly to the database because the database is not exposed to the public. So tomorrow, what I will do is quickly, I will create one VPC, one public network, because this question also asked for some people. So we will create a private, okay, and we will deploy one Bastion machine, normal EC2 machine, and we will deploy one machine. Even you can create a database, you can create a instance, everything. But in this private network is not exposed to outside world. Okay, so I am sitting in somewhere in internet. What I have to do is I need to first come and log in to this. From there, I can log in. From there, I can log in. From there, I can log in, but not directly. Not directly. You clear now?
Yes, I clear, but I'm just see when you are creating database, that's a place you check yes. That's I'm just trying to understand.
Yes. Because now it's a default VPC. We don't have any custom private VPC, so that I'm just trying. But in production, you instead of selecting the public, you need to select the private because you already have some Bastion host.
Thank you. I understand now.
Yeah. So now we are creating it. So once it's created, what we are going to do is we are going to create a replica. Please remember, this is in Central Canada, right? So, but replica, I'm going to create in a different region. Let's see. And if the master goes down, how do you promote? Any idea? Anyone? That also one of the question. So when the master is down, how do you
promote the secondary into primary until primary go back again to original position?
Which one?
Like when there'll be a failover into the primary secondary when there's the DNS cannot reach it, and when they come back,
are you able to see this? Promote. So there is a read replica you can create, and even once you created a replica, later you can promote that as a master. See, right now this is a master. You agree, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So later that replica you can also promote as a master. So this is the master and replica concept. What will happen if I choose an while creating? There was option, right? Standby. What is the difference? Any idea between this master and replica or master and standby?
The standby is not it's just like a backup. It's not receiving any traffic until the master fail.
So the idea here is when you create the we will go with the first option. We are now created 1 DB. This is master. You agree, right? In chat. So we are going to create a replica, right? So this replica also can handle the request if you call this replica, because from here automatically it will get synced. I think Muthu, you discussed, right? So you no need to go and create a DB here, and start replicate, and you need to ensure all this rule, and you need to take all this headache. No, you create a database, you mention from this database replica create. Automatically the sync will be continuously happen. And or you create a
Vijay, it is
database.
automatically, or we have to configure?
No, automatically. So because from this you need
up to date, or the data is being up to date, or there is a,
your voice is really feeble.
yeah, data will be up to date, or
Muthu, we are not able to hear what you are saying. Your voice is feeble.
Vijay.
Yeah.
I have one question. Suppose that you asked that particular thing in previous, that there is a database and there is a replica. For example, if for example this one database in North California and one database in Mumbai region. Okay. Now what I want, that customer, and in Mumbai the customer interface is there, and in North California there is a main database which can take the information of each and customer. Means the basic one, the major one is North California.
Yes.
So between that scenario, if I can implement this NSG concept also, means only connected to that particular network security groups. No.
Sorry. You repeat your question.
No. Can I implement NSG? Means in basically it's in a same Azure database. One in North California. This is DB master. Okay. This is in North California. Okay, Vijay. Now till you understand.
Which one?
No, one database in North California. Database in Mumbai region.
Okay. So you are saying, okay, let me draw a diagram. Still, I didn't get your question. So, okay, you tell me. I will draw one database in where?
North California.
Okay, North California. Okay, the another database in Mumbai.
Mumbai.
Okay. Now, what is your question?
Now, if I only want to access the Mumbai database and it will access the DB as a backup.
Okay.
Means the major records in North California. And Mumbai database is only having the minor means less data, but it will access the North California database, major one. Now, how can I connect these two things?
No.
Can I use the NSG?
No.
Can I use the NSG concept?
No, wait. So first of all, you are accessing is okay, but how this database going to be utilized from application, right?
Yes.
Okay, from this application, what exactly you are going to? So you mean to say all data, major data is going to access. So you will configure as a data source this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You are saying there is some more data also here, correct?
Yes.
Okay, in this case, how, so whatever say data 1, 2, 3, this data 1, 2, 3 also use, I'm asking, is it available here?
Yeah, it's like a primary and secondary concept.
Secondary concept. In that case, you need to go with the standby one.
Okay.
Okay, because there is some comment I heard from, I think Muthu or somebody saying that maybe so we need to create a one database, we need to create another database, we need to replicate, because so many people in interview they are telling like this. No, because you understand, right? There is a huge headache. Each and every second, whatever it's getting written here, that also immediately has to sync here, correct?
Yes.
So what if the complete the area goes down, right? As per RPO, you need to quickly up the website or up the application or up the business from here, right?
Yes.
So if the RPO expectation is not more than 1 minute data loss, you have to pay a huge penalty, right?
Yes.
So in that case only I'm explaining, when you plan for a creation of database, you need to decide, okay, this is going to be my primary. Whenever there is a data written automatically without asking me, automatically has to write here. If anything goes wrong, the root 53 or my application automatically serve the request from here. You clear now?
Yeah, now this actually that somewhere I was stuck. That's why I asked this question.
No,
Somebody
are
asked
you
me
clear
this
now?
thing.
Are you clear now?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
And another concept is I have my master, I have my replica, right? So if I goes down, there should be some backend team automatically promote this as a master.
Master replica. Okay.
Okay, so you need to decide whether you want to go here or you want to go in this method. Are you clear? Are you clear, Abbas?
Yes, yes, Vijay. Thank you so much.
Vijay, I have a doubt. So
Yeah,
if that replica becomes master, again another replica will created?
No. You need to just fix your master and you need to make it back. You need to bring it back. Or once you promoted the one and you need to again put some replica under that, right? You cannot keep run one master always. You are taking a huge risk. Then in that case, again, you now understand the importance of RPO and RTO. Each and every task you need to consider this. You understand, right, Madhavi?
Yes, Vijay, yes.
Yes. So see, there are options. First, you need to ask yourself what kind of a method I need for my project, for my interview, for my exam. You understand, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to inside this database and I'm going to say, see here, create read replica, right? So even you can go for a snapshot. Everyone knows the backup one, but I'm going to create a replica. Remember, there is a region. The master is in Madhavi. This is Kannada. Okay. And going here, create read replica. And while creating the read replica, you know where you need. Okay. You need to decide based on your requirement, the location and region.
Okay, Vijay.
Okay, so here come down, see here the region where the replica will be launched. So this is where you need to have more analysis before you see. The implementation is very easy, but before implementing, that is what I'm keep on asking people. Start ask all these questions. Even your manager is not helping you or your architect is not helping you, you ask your question, because you are not going to be in the same job, right? You want to go better way. So in that case, you ask. If you not find out this option, you straight away raise your hand. In case any issue, I cannot do any better solution. Simple as that. So I'm just selecting some different region, say Ireland. So which means my master is in Canada. My replica is going to be in Europe. You understand, Madhavi, this?
Yes, Vijay, yes.
Yeah, this kind of a thing, even if you go, the entire region is down, still you can able to recover very quickly. But the thing is, you need to decide how you are going to replicate. You need to decide how we are going to, because always the challenge in the database is the delta. If I write something, the delta immediately has to replicate the delta here. So delta to delta automatically has to sync very fast. Then only the RPO you can meet without any penalty. Otherwise, you have to end up with a huge penalty here. Okay, so I'm going to, once you create it, you go to, suppose master is down. So what you have to do is you will get some replica here, replica here. So now click that replica, go here. There is a promote the option. Right now it's grayed out, but you will get it. Okay, now quickly there is a okay. Now I'm going back to this, And how many of you got the EC2 instance and how to stop and stop? Any idea? People who referred? I just want to see some of the use cases, how you did it, even not in hands-on. I just want to hear.
Yeah, you use instance scheduler.
Instance scheduler, yes. So you need to create a Lambda and attach it to CloudWatch, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here, where you will go and implement, I already released this. So Lambda, many people, they are creating a Lambda, but they are not understanding the scheduler part. So I'm just going here. I'm going here and delete, because whenever you create, then mostly while creating, there is an option I selected, protection. So this also one of the thing you need to ensure. If it is going to be a critical database, while creating the database itself, please make sure the deletion protection option is enabled. In that case, even by accident, if you delete or somewhere, it will not. It will not. So it will throw the error. So to make sure there is some warning, right? So let's wait for some time. Where is Lambda? I'm going to close this tab. I'm going to close this tab. Okay, so in this Lambda, you put your Python code. That Python code, you need to tag it to CloudWatch. How many of you use CloudWatch? So I have few queries here. Can anyone answer? In CloudWatch, I want to schedule something. Where you will schedule? I want to create a metrics. Where you will create a metrics?
Vijay, I think in events we can go to rules.
Okay.
You create a matrix based on the
in rules. We can schedule this via event bridge.
Okay, okay. Because can you explain some advantage in event bridge, so that what all we can do, what all is possible through event bridge?
I think we can schedule some based on this. We can write we can make rules for any instances or RDS, like so that we can schedule like a cron tab, like
yes. That is the word I'm expecting. So you can schedule as a cron tab, right? How we will do it in Linux, how we can do it in task scheduler in Windows, the same. So you define when you want, what days you want. After that, you map with the specific Lambda script, correct?
Yes, Vijay.
Yes. So you map the first you create a Lambda, then you create a CloudWatch rule. While creating a CloudWatch rule, it will ask you to map the specific Lambda. So this way you are mentioning the timing here, and you are mapping the specific script, so that this timing, this rule, CloudWatch will make sure is executing automatically. So the CloudWatch is something different.
Vijay, I think you will need to create Iam Role to be able to use the Lambda to perform.
Yeah. Lambda. Lambda. In order to create, say, okay, I'm going for here. So if you go to my video, automatically I already created. So you give some name, function name, and I'm going to say Python. I'm going to say Python, and then here you need to have the IAM rule. Okay, either existing rule or role or new role, you need to have it. Okay, so in this role, you need to define what are the services you want to allow. so that while running this Python script, those services only allowed for this, and you can map this as a CloudWatch rule for trigger. So the idea is here, many people, so they want to create some scheduler. So you have Python script or JavaScript or whatever, it's up to you. Using this Python script, first you create a IAM rule. What is this IAM rule? Basically, I'm going to create a role. In that role, I'm going to define, okay, allow CloudWatch service, allow Lambda service, allow EC2, allow S3 bucket, because your intention is your Python script is going to stop or start or create or whatever it is. And also it is going to store some logs.
SNS notification, SNS
yes,
notification.
SNS, because we need alerts. What is happening, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to allow only this.
Cloud tray.
Yeah, cloud trial.
To monitor the API log.
So you need to create and allow only this, and then while creating a Lambda, you associate this role, and once you created a Lambda rule, okay, you map this to associate to one CloudWatch rule, CloudWatch. This CloudWatch rule is nothing but cron job. Okay, this cron job will make sure, okay, you need to define when you want, daily 8 o'clock in the morning. If you want, Akhil, can I show your? Yes, go ahead. I'm making you a presenter. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Vijay. I'll just share my screen.
Yes.
So I have that. I mean, I've run a Terraform script here. So this has created all the required IAM policies and event rule and whatever is required. So I'll just show it on the portal.
Okay.
So this is the Lambda.
Yes. So so what you did is you created a Lambda and you attached with a CloudWatch, right?
Yes, correct.
So what will happen is the CloudWatch will make sure the specific timings trigger this rule. That's it, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So the rule is created based on the tag. The tag, whatever instance is having the tag, it will concentrate on those tags, right?
Yeah. So I can edit it here. I can change the parameters. So I can give the
every GMT 3 o'clock. This rule will start trigger, correct? Monday to Friday.
Yeah, if I want it every minute, I can do it every minute.
Yes. So it's a simple like a cron job.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just wanted to show because it's difficult to visualize what exactly is happening.
Yeah.
So can I stop sharing?
Yes. So now this is the way you can go for the CloudWatch and Lambda and IAM combination, and you can create all this. So this is more crucial when you go to any cloud project, because nowadays there is a need. Okay, daily morning, my business hours, all my resources has to be started. Daily in the evening, all resources has to be stopped. This kind of a situation in any project you will have. So I created a detailed steps, everything. You please spend some time. You make sure you are not getting any issue. If you are getting any issue, please let me know. I will also help you. There are a lot of people, they pinged me during this week. I have given some clarity, and then they have executed and they downloaded the script also. Okay, and can anyone tell me DR strategy planning implementation with CDK? I'm not expecting any more demo, but at least what you understand from this? in a high level,
Um,
anyone can tell me what you need to do as part of this. Say, for example, you have one EC2 instance, or say you have a couple of servers. For that, how do you implement your DR strategy? Say you have 100 servers.
you the RTO and RPO you first
Okay.
consider,
Okay.
and you based on that you're able to select the different backup. Maybe you want pilot light, active,
Okay.
and so that can be able to recover our incremental snapshot of a backup and the same as S3 bucket. You
Okay.
can define it, yes, based
So,
on your RTU and
okay, I
RPO.
will just list down one by one. First, what you need to do is, first, what is your environment? Yes, I have 100 servers. Okay, then you need to kneel down one by one. First thing, what you need to do, where and all my servers are. Either one particular location or multiple location, or in each region, each availability zone, how many servers. You need to have this mind map. Then, okay, these are all servers. Now, where I need to store this server backup? Okay, and where is my backup environment? Okay, backup environment. Okay, so from the master environment to backup environment, how the data has to be synced. Okay, how you will sync the data? So you need to make sure you have to establish the data sync either through periodic interval, or if it is a database level, or you can take this in a load balancer level across the backbone. You can replicate the data. Okay, so this domain, you also need to think about what is the DR strategy means. If anything goes wrong, how soon you can pick up. Hope you all remember, right? There is a HTTP way of keep alive. We have pointed towards domain, but of course we have just tested with the direct machine. But there is a way you can point towards keep alive. You agree, right? You agree, right, Akhil?
VG,
Very good.
yes.
So, and also you need to have, whenever there is a DR, right, there is a trigger has to be enabled. So how do you define the trigger? If the server is not reachable, then start failover. If the database is not there, you need to failover. So each and every area while you configure, you need to think about whether you want to have a standby or manual promotion. This is why I explained the database also. So there are a lot of steps you need to consider before you start provision your actual environment. I will share with you the checklist. Whenever you go to any project, maybe the project is already running, but you need to come up with, okay, I have 10 servers. For this 10 servers, if it is crashed, then where will be the backup? How do I restore? How do I recover? These are the questions you start ask. If you're not able to find the answer, that means the project is in really, it's a single point of failure they are operating. Advale, you understand, right? Advale and Isaac.
Vijay, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Vijay, this when we keep this RDS active and standby, the promotion of this in case of any disaster, the promotion is not automatic, or we need to do manually?
No, that is why that is why the DevOps is started a very hard now. So you need to create simple thing. I'm just going to new diagram. So whenever you provision anything, make sure you are provisioning in via pipeline. So you create a CI/CD pipeline and provision all the resources. Whenever, because along with the notification, if there is a notification, keep alive is failed, automatically you need to define how to promote this. Instead of manual, what you will do, you go and do it, right? So the equivalent actions you need to create it here. That is the real advantage of CI/CD. Even I don't know how many of you explored my training classes. There is a Docker image manual creation, okay, and also there is a Travis will monitor, and if while creating this custom image, if there is any failure, Travis will keep on check. If there is no success, it will stop also to push the repository. If you don't have this mechanism, you know what will happen? Keep on, you create the image. Maybe in your Docker file, there will be a 5 steps. 4 step is completed. This 4 step will create also image up to this. But 5th step is failed. But still the corrected image will be pushed. What we need to really careful is we need to create a pipeline saying that if you get successful complete, then only you need to push it. If you don't have this checkpoint, you will end up with a lot of issues because you know how to check it manually. You know how to fix it manually. All this you need to define as part of CI/CD. That is why most of the things nowadays, they are asking us a code. Whatever you want, you first write a code. Using that code, you implement it. While writing the code, you will write, okay, implement, and if it is failure, you execute this. If it is success, execute this. So now it's really straightforward. So you are adding the both in CI/CD pipeline. Vijay, everybody, you understand, right? So those who are not seen this, please remind me in WhatsApp group. I will share with you that specific class and scripts and the steps also. This is a simple way of understanding. Okay, and I'm going back to here. I'm going back to this one. So there is a how many of you tried this? I already given in my classes, in my channel, in my classes. So can you tell me how do you achieve this? Say basically, I have 3 users. I have 3 users. User 1, user 2, user 3. Okay, he has to create a EC2 instance. He has to just start and stop. He has to provision. So these 2 people can provision. This person can just start and stop, and one more person, he has to just view because he is a monitoring team. User 4. How do you achieve in AWS?
Through IAM policies?
No, IAM policy you need.
Are you gonna use AWS organization for each account? So OU, you place each restrict policy for each OU, for user 1, for user 2, or for user 3, different OU, and
No.
you can
See, the creating IAM rules, policy, role, everything is must. But what I'm saying is in AWS, which service you will use it?
Yeah.
Service catalog. Have anyone tried this service catalog? It's really useful. It's like a shopping.
Yes. Service catalog is already proficient configuration where they can just
so you can control in a really effective way you can say what they need to do, even with which key they need to use, even with which type they can do it. Even though they log in their AWS account, they cannot do anything. They can do only what is assigned. They can even do only what is allowed, even the key level. That is the major robust in service catalog. Okay, this also I released. Even I will do it. That's not an issue. Okay, and I'm going to ask. Okay, can you just explain Bastion host and SSH tunneling server? Why we need this? Anyone?
Yeah, I would say so. Bastion host is mainly using for accessing our backend servers using Bastion host. So earlier we have a jump server concept additional method, but they come up with cloud come up with the software as a service. So this way it's a very security. Full security will be there. The more security option is available on Bastion host. But the SSH tunneling, I tried it, but I didn't get the point actually. I have created a database from Azure and I have created a Bastion host, but I don't know how to connect that SSH.
There are some people even they okay, see here Bastion host means you are creating one EC2, right? Even that also people, okay, EC2 machine, okay, you are deploying in public subnet with restricted access, with restricted port, everything. Okay, you are having another subnet. Maybe this is a web server subnet. You have few more instances where web servers are running. You have another subnet, private subnet 2. You have some database. Okay, either instance wise or direct RDS. So you are creating a security group rule that source can be only this. You are creating a security group that your source can be only this, right? So I am sitting in somewhere, you are sitting in somewhere. You can only first log into this machine. From this machine, you can log in. Okay, from this machine, you can log in. Okay, this is kind of a Bastion where you can have a gateway. First, you come here, then go. Citrix, everything is working in this same case. All our project support. No internal servers or no internal database, never ever exposed to internet. All are in private subnet only. That is why we are using load balancer. That load balancer is exposed to internet, not the backend servers. The SSH tunneling, I will share with you the steps you can try. If you are not able to find out from internet during your research, don't worry. I will share you after this call. You try it and explain me.
One more doubt. See, what is the purpose of SSH tunnel here? Because we can able to access via Bastion host, right? So the tunneling is different. Concept is different.
Okay. Say I'm here. Okay, I have some server. I want to transfer the data. Okay, if you go here, the reason I asked everyone to explore is I'm going for AWS calculator. Okay, I'm going for AWS calculator. I'm going for here. I'm going for. So here, because when you see such question, you need to immediately comes to the mind that, okay, can you do a SFTP? AWS transfer family. Using this also you can transfer, but it's a very expensive. Okay, and there is a S3 bucket also you can transfer. Later you can put it back to wherever you want. Okay, but the S3 bucket again you need to create another resource, everything. But what I'm saying is it's a simple. You can use SCP also. Okay, but not via this service. I want a very simple mechanism. Okay, I want to have SCP in my machine to directly via this direct to this machine. You are getting it, but this session has to be SSH. This session has to be SSL. Mani, you are getting the point.
Yeah.
So it's not just login. What I'm saying is the tunneling. You need to first establish the tunneling because it's a secure. Then only I will get a confident. Okay, if I transfer my simple CSV file or simple some data, right? I'm sure it is going to be SSL. So that is called the method. So I will share with you the steps, even everyone. So you just try out. It's a very simple. All you need to do is you need to create, even the internet, you will get a huge blog. So you create, but the purpose is this. SSH tunneling, why you need? Because you need to have some based-on host. I don't want to log in and first I need to copy the data here. From here I need to copy. No, directly I want to copy the data here, but via based-on host via SSL. So secure. So that is where this option coming into picture.
Sure, Vijay. Yeah, thanks.
Okay. So we will meet tomorrow morning. Please spend some time. Please go through it and please join from some silent room so that it will be easy for us to discuss more and we can